Today is March 19th, 2024, and I'm here with my assistant in the little addition that I built for storage on my house. And this video is for Heather, the needy homesteader, who asked me some questions about a particular marker that I use in my garden. So, unfortunately, there's a lot of snow outside and I'm not able to get into my greenhouse to get that marker, which I forgot in there. I should not have let it out in the greenhouse all winter, but stuff happens. So I do not have the exact marker to show you, but it looks just like a regular Sharpie, except it will say Sharpie Extreme Weather or Extreme Conditions. I think it says the ones they have now say Sharpie Extreme Conditions. And so what happens is if you were to use a regular Sharpie on one of these tags, I use these tags. I absolutely love them. I get a pack of 1,000 on Amazon and they're fairly cheap. I forget how much I paid, but I think I only paid maybe like somewhere between $10 and $20 for a pack of 1,000, and they're indoor outdoor. So it's also important to make sure you're getting outdoor tags so that these are not going to rot and crumble in the sun or in the rain. And what a cutie. So what you're going to do is, if you use a regular permanent marker or like a Sharpie permanent marker, the sun will actually bleach all your writing off of here. I've learned the hard way. And so I found that they actually make UV resistant markers. And so I purchased the Sharpie Extreme Condition markers, and I use that to write on my tags. And all through the summer in direct hot sun, they were perfectly fine, and they still look just like it was when I originally wrote them out. So I highly recommend using the Sharpie Extreme Conditions Sharpie markers that look just like a regular permanent marker. Actually, I think they're a little bit thicker than these little fine print ones, but they're basically the same size as the regular standard Sharpie. They might be a tiny bit wider, I believe, but basically the same. And unfortunately, I've only seen them in a 2-pack, so I have not been able to find them in a large pack. And they are a bit expensive, but it's definitely worth it. So I highly recommend Sharpie Extreme Conditions markers because they are UV resistant. So it may not say UV resistant on the markers, but they are. So this is just my tip on what I learned the hard way, and hopefully it helps you. And also, thank you so much to Heather for all the videos that she's done and helping everybody. And I hope I'm able to pay it forward and help her learn something new. And then she can pay it forward and help a lot of other people learn something new and not make the mistakes that I make and end up with wondering what all of this stuff is, because it is nice to know the varieties so you know what worked out well, what did not, and what you want to plant for the next year. So I ended up with a lot of stuff that I don't know which variety was which. So this year I am just starting all from scratch because I finally have my acreage and I can make my raised beds and gardens. So I'm just starting out basically fresh like most people. And I have to try out all the different varieties that I want to try and see what grows well, what tastes good, and what I want to use going forward. So this year I'll be starting from scratch and I will be growing a lot of different varieties and checking to see what it is that I like and what I want to continue growing later on. And I will 100% be marking everything with a UV sun resistant marker. And I hope everybody has an amazing growing season. It's getting dark out here. I'm going to go back in the house with my sweet little stray cat that I let come in. So he had a nice warm and toasty home for the winter in his little apartment here by the window. He's super happy. My cats are super happy because they don't want him in the house. So I wish everyone an amazing growing season and abundance of crops, and for all of your garden markers to retain the words that you have written. I will see you on the next video.